Welcome from the future, where we will play a game that is set in the past. This
An
is
alternate past.
Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. Yeah, an alternate past. Alright,
Boo,
an alternate.
Bethesda.
Hey, Bethesda had good stuff. Alright, horse armor.
Which wasn't that created by fans? Or was that actually
No,
Bethesda? I'm
no,
actually
that was actually Bethesda.
okay.
Bethesda for, I don't know if it was Oblivion or more. I believe Oblivion because that one was on the HD consoles. They had a DLC which just straight up added horse armor.
Yeah, I
So
remember that.
anyway, this right here is Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. It's a companion title to Wolfenstein Youngblood, and
Really, you're going with the hardest difficulty?
the game isn't difficult.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
anyway, even though it came out the same day as Wolfenstein Youngblood, this is not like Wolfenstein Youngblood, and I might as well just say it right now. Even if you have a VR headset, play Wolfenstein Youngblood
why are you dancing?
because I can.
Oh my god. Alright, for those of you that don't know what Wolfenstein is, it's literally an alternate take on World War II, where basically Nazis have a lot more cybernetic shit.
Yeah, and I should mention that Wolfenstein, once again, for those who don't know, it's an absolutely revolutionary title.
Yeah.
The not the first Wolfenstein. I also don't think the second Wolfenstein, but Wolfenstein 3D, which I believe was on the Commodore. I could be mistaken on that, but it was basically the first what people would call 3D titles. Except it wasn't a 3D title. It was one of those perspective like 2D titles that looked like it was on 3D, and it was effectively one of the most revolutionary titles, and I kind of feel like it's a damn shame that right now it's fallen into obscurity. Like, they're still making them, but the Wolfenstein series has gone through like so many reboots. There was the Wolfenstein 2007 game, I believe, from Raven Software. There was Return to Castle Wolfenstein on the PlayStation 2. And then there was the current continuity Wolfenstein titles, which consists out of Wolfenstein The New Order, Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, and Wolfenstein Youngblood.
I thought
There's
starting
also Wolfenstein The Old Blood. However, that is, I believe, a spin-off title focused on Nazi zombies.
I yeah. I thought that New Order continued from the original continuity.
It could be, but I'm not too sure about it. It's I only played like the first stage of Wolfenstein 3D because fun fact about old games, and especially old 3D games, they don't really age well. Like, I respect the game for what it did, but it's like one of those Wolfenstein 3D walked so Doom could run. That's the kind of situation it is.
Of course, it means Doom 3.
Well, Doom 3 is something else. But no, I mean like the classic Doom games.
Oh, that. Sure.
They're already a significant step up from Wolfenstein 3D.
And to answer your question from a little bit ago, Wolfenstein 3D has been released on the PC 98, Super Nintendo, Jaguar, Classic Mac, Acorn Archimedes. I'll look that up when I'm done with this. The 3DO, the Apple IIGS or 2GS, GBA, original Xbox, Linux, phones, Xbox 360, PS3, and Android. the hell is an acorn Archimedes?
I've got no clue.
It-
But that's the thing. It came out in a time where the console space, or if you can even call it console space, I believe they were all just personal computers. It came out in a time where you could have like 20 computers available at the same time.
Okay, calm
It's
down,
crazy.
Gordon Freeman.
No. Look, if you're going to start off the game with like a boring as fuck sequence where look at the robot appearing, and you give me a crowbar and the ability to slap things with it, I'm grabbing the fucking crowbar.
And then you threw the crowbar. Good job, Edgy. Now we can't be
response.
Gordon Freeman. Now we can't be Gordon Freeman.
You also get to move the thing with the joystick. Oh, also, one thing that I should clarify, what you're seeing right now is not 100% of what I'm seeing right now.
You broke it.
Basically, I played this game on my HTC Vive, and the Vive is one of the more popular options for PC VR. But the Vive, it's not one display, it's technically two displays. Like a lot of other VR headsets, it mimics your view by giving you two visions, one for the left eye and one for the right eye. So what I did, I basically showed the right eye. That's what I recorded. So that's why you don't see the full field of view.
I love that. Take it, god damn it. Okay, so I have another question. You're obviously not BJ Blazkowicz.
No, you're not. And we're actually gonna see a pretty interesting twist on the character who we are playing as. And it's one of the things that really pisses me off.
Are we playing as a Nazi?
A Nazi robot.
Okay.
And you know, I'm not the kind of person to like bitch about the character we're playing as, but with VR it's a bit different, because in VR you're supposed to feel like the character you're playing as. That's why a lot of times VR games also don't give you a specific character. They just
Oh
like,
god.
token soldier or something. So if you're gonna give me a VR title where I play as a cyberpilot, but then you do the twist of, oh, by the way, you're a Nazi robot. In a way, you're kind of telling me that I'm a Nazi robot. And I don't like being called a Nazi robot.
Yeah, I really would not put us in the shoes of a Nazi in one of the Wolfenstein games. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, because just like you and I always say with people from Slytherin, the only good Nazi.
I'm not gonna finish that, but finish that because we're actually recording. But the point we're making point of is fuck Nazis.
Yeah, fuck Nazis. So anyway, because we just had that boring tutorial sequence, you know what that means?
It's time to be the robot.
It's time for another tutorial sequence.
Oh god.
Yeah, so
9 minutes. 9 minutes.
And you know the best thing about it? This game is only like 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
So about 10% of the game is tutorial.
I mean, hey, that's better than than if I remember correctly, the first cutscene of Big the Cat's adventure in Sonic Adventure is literally like 40 or 10% of the game. Of his story. It's like.
Oh yeah, one thing I should also give a bit of context to is if you're wondering why I'm holding my controllers in a weird way, basically what I did is for stability, I basically smushed them both together. So the Vive controllers, they have like a ring in the top. So I basically just put the prong of one controller through the ring of the other, so I can basically operate the weapon two-handed.
Okay.
It really increased on stability.
So basically, what you're saying is, if you're playing this on Kinect, you wouldn't be able to play this on Kinect with your method.
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
Though fortunately, I mean, I say fortunately, but like, I do wish that Microsoft would give the Kinect another shot. But that's a conversation for another day.
For when you play for when you play Kinect Harry Potter.
If we're ever even going to touch the Harry Potter franchise.
True. Okay, so
yeah,
you have a RAM attack. It feels a little bit better to. I think a RAM attack would work much better if you were like something horned.
Yeah.
But it's like you're like
I use a RAM attack a couple of times, but I don't really use it that much.
Yeah, it feels weird for a cat mech to have a ramming method.
Yeah.
Wait, if we're playing as a Nazi, why did it say ready to fry some Nazis?
It's because we're playing as a Nazi robot whose like memory chip has been overwritten.
Okay,
so we're basically reprogrammed.
Okay, so we're reprogrammed for the good guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're actually playing as a Nazi, that I'm pretty sure that some outlets wouldn't allow Bethesda to sell this game.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that includes PlayStation, and Bethesda doesn't want that, because I might as well just say this right now. This is not something that I've been able to confirm yet, but a lot of elements from this game do make me believe that it's been made with PlayStation first, like PSVR first.
It wouldn't surprise me, considering Starfield was originally supposed to have a PlayStation version, or it was supposed to be exclusive. I forget which one, but then Microsoft came along and bought Bethesda.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being made for PlayStation first and being made for PlayStation VR first. Because PC VR, the one thing that I really like about PC VR is that, like, okay, so it's really advanced because technology on PC is always going to be more advanced than what's available on consoles. It's just the way things are. This is not me going like PC Master Race. This is just me stating the facts. Alright? And PlayStation VR, even though it introduced a lot of people to the world of VR, I've always had problems with PSVR, because Sony, in my opinion, should have made it exclusive for the PlayStation 4 Pro, so they could have pushed either a higher frame rate or a higher resolution.
Mm-hmm.
But PlayStation VR 1 is 1080p 60. And that's a problem, because with VR, you want to be sure that if you have a TV strapped to your face, you need to be sure that what you're seeing, you can actually see. And on 1080p, it's like really hard to read stuff like text.
Why are we not using a humanoid mech? Why are we on a cat mech if they were humanoid mechs?
Yeah.
That looked much better than the cat mech.
But anyway,
Sorry,
another reason why I believe the game has been made with PlayStation VR first is okay. So I should probably give a little bit of context between this. There's a widespread debate on whether VR should be with motion controller or just a bog standard controller. And I'm camp motion controls. But a lot of people, they just want the regular controller. And they want to play the game while they're sitting down, not while they're standing. So needless to say, since I'm camp motion control and camp standing player, it feels like this game hasn't really been made for me.
Are you having fun headbutting the car?
I'm trying to see if I could Bethesda the car. Unfortunately, I cannot. It does not clip through the wall.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah. So basically, the game feels like the control scheme too. Like, I turn based on my hand movement.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, if I have my hands holding up, there's naturally going to be a bit of movement, and involuntary movement
is not
in
good.
VR is pretty much a highway to vomit.
Yeah.
And this is something this is a problem that I'm going to highlight in the second part, because I might as well just say it right now. That part almost made me puke.
Yeah, no, that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
I also should feel this, because this is something I wanted to say when you were fighting the other cat mech. What are the cat mechs called?
I have no clue.
Okay, so I'll just stick with cat mech.
Yeah.
I feel that using a flamethrower on a mech really should not work. Using them on humans are fine. Using them on humans are fine. But I feel that like you should also have like missiles or cannon.
And that's why the second mech gives you a rifle and a missile launcher.
Thank you. So we're not good.
Yeah, but you know what's the problem about that? It's only used for, I want to say, 1.5 mission.
Boom. Okay, how many missions are there then?
So, you know how this playthrough has 4 parts?
Yeah.
Each part is a mission.
So that's not that bad to give you 1.5 usages missions where you use a missile launcher. That's not bad.
Yeah, so I should explain it. The first mission we are doing right now, where we basically are controlling the flamethrower mech.
Yeah.
The second mission we play as a drone. The third mission we play as the gun and missile launcher mech, and the fourth mission is combined.
Interesting.
And the credits. Now, on one hand, I'd say that this game, it doesn't have a lot of meat on its bones, and it doesn't, to be fair. But the thing with VR is, considering that VR is a different. By the way, I'm censoring that in the uploaded version. Don't worry about that.
Censoring what?
But the notification that I got from Steam.
Oh, okay. I to be honest, I did not realize that was a Steam notification. I actually thought you'd gotten a message in game.
No, I'm playing this on Steam, so that's basically what Steam in VR looks like.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I was saying, this game, it doesn't have a lot of meat on its bones, and on one hand that's fine, that works for me, but on the other hand, like, I don't know, I kind of wish the game had more like variety in terms of missions. I don't know if once I played it, it allows me to return to a previous mission with a different mech. But even then, like, there's 2, so much for variety.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason why I like the shorter games in VR, it's because, you know, unlike contrary to what the Wii is trying to tell you, with VR you do need to take regular breaks. And yeah, because of that, a shorter game, it means that you're less likely to marathon through an entire game.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, if I could just take a break, then return to the game, and then take a break again, like, yeah, VR games tend to be really short.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I also think that it's just like a loop of publishers not caring about VR because not enough players have VR. And this is one thing where, even though I have a lot of complaints about this game, I even gave it a negative review on Steam, so, yeah, that should say enough. But the one thing I have to give credits for to Bethesda, at least before they got acquired by Microsoft, they did actually do stuff in VR. Like, they gave us Skyrim VR, they gave us Fallout 4 VR, they gave us Doom VR, which is not Doom 2016 in VR. It's a side game, but and they gave us Doom Cyberpilot, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot.
Doom Cyberpilot. So you're controlling a cyber demon.
Possibly.
That would actually be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool to do, to be straight honest.
So yeah, Bethesda, they did care about VR a little bit. Because obviously once the Microsoft acquisition came, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's even before that, because Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, it came out in, I want to say, half 2019, or not half 2019, about the end of 2019.
Checking that right
Again,
now.
same day as Youngblood.
It came out July 26, 2019.
July 26th.
Yep.
Huh. But yeah, and it should also be mentioned that as of this moment, because of the QuakeCon sale on Steam, this game's only $5. So that should also say enough.
Youngblood came out the day before on Windows, the same day on the 3 consoles, and no one gives a crap about Stadia, so I'm not even sharing that date.